So next up, I have a guy whom I'm excited about all of you getting to meet. He's going to give a presentation, a 20-minute presentation on hypnosis and how to use hypnosis to boost your confidence. His name is Steve G. Jones. But let me tell you about Steve before you applause. Steve is one of the most incredible hypnotherapists in America today. People pay him up to $25,000 for a 2-hour session. That's how good he is. He's the hypnotist, the hypnotherapist to many celebrities, such as Tom Mankiewicz, who wrote the script for Superman. So give it up for Steve G. Jones.
Thanks, Lucian. Thank you. All right. You can get the clicker. That's Danny Bonaducci up there. He was fun to work with. He told me when we first got together that if we were on an island together, he would kill me and eat me. But I got better after I knocked him out. So I'm going to do a 5-minute session with you guys. I'm going to teach you something you can use about hypnosis. So many people want to know, well, how do you do that? How do you make hypnosis work? How can I do that? How can I use it for myself? So we're going to give you a technique that you can use. I'm going to teach you a technology and show you how to use it in your own life. So my purpose is to help people realize the power that they already have. You already know how to do all this stuff. You already know how to change yourself, how to make your life better. You really don't need me to do that. I'm just going to help you get in touch with a part of yourself that already exists. It's a part that can be a little bit of a challenge to get in tune with, so I'm going to help you access that. And I call it subconscious recognition. It's sort of like the word recognition, but your subconscious mind is recognizing that you already have this power, and you're recognizing, you're reprocessing mentally your abilities. And so your opportunity, your possibilities expand. Everyone has in their minds what they think they should make per year, what they think they should charge, what they think they should do. And some of those things are just limiting beliefs because that's what we were told to do, or that's what we gathered that we should do. All right, the power. Thank you. You will bring me things. Thank you very much. Thank you. See, it works. So you already have this power. I'm just going to help you recognize it or recognize it. That's why I call it subconscious recognition. So there's a study done in 1995 in the Higher Education Research and Development Journal, and they looked at 3 areas. They worked on 3 different areas. They took 22 professors in higher education. That's what my doctorate's in, by the way, in education. And these professors were having trouble with public speaking. They were not confident in public speaking. So they worked with them hypnotically. They gave them hypnotic suggestions, they gave them visualization techniques, and they gave them relaxation training. The interesting thing about this study is that they did a pre- and post-test, which we like to do in research, find out how they were before and how they are afterwards and see if they benefited. There was a significant change. They actually did benefit from hypnosis. It was designed to help them become more confident public speakers and just more confident in general. And not only that, but another test we like to do is a follow-up test. 6 months later after the test, they had sustained those results. Those results were still where they were right after the session. So what I'm going to share with you today is something that it's going to be fun and interesting. I'll have you lie down if you want, and we'll do a hypnosis session. But beyond that, these are results that are going to last. So I'm going to teach you a little bit about hypnosis before we do it. I'm going to teach you the parts of it. Now, this is the way I do hypnosis. I train people to do hypnotherapy. This is not the right way or the wrong way. This is just my way. And the way I do it is by doing 5 parts. I have an induction first, and you'll see that in a few moments. The induction is where I have you imagine yourself on a beach or in the woods or somewhere relaxing. I think a beach would be appropriate for this since we're all near a beach right now. And you just induce the hypnotic state. I'm lulling you into hypnosis. I'm bringing you into that world of relaxation, letting go of seminar world and coming into you're on the beach world. And I have you think of the sights and the sounds, the smells, involve all of your senses so that you can become part of that experience and transport yourself there in your mind. Then the deepening, which in this case will be the sun setting. I'll have you imagine the sun setting. I'll count from 10 to 1, and the sun will go down as I count. Then the script, which we're going to do a script on confidence today. Everyone into that? Having more confidence, no matter where you are, it's always good. And amnesia is what I normally do next. I'm going to omit that. Amnesia is designed to scramble your conscious recollection of what I said to your subconscious mind. So in other words, if I were to work with someone on weight loss, for example, and I was saying all these things to them about weight loss, you'll stop eating this, you'll start eating that, and so forth, wording everything positively, of course. A lot of times people come out of the session, and if they remember it consciously, they analyze it, and they say, what do you mean I'm going to lose weight? That's not me, that's not what I do, I'm overweight, and that's the way it is. So I usually use amnesia so that you don't analyze it and work against yourself. I'm going to omit that because I want you all to have a memory of the session, and when you go home, I want you to be able to say what happened, and not just there's this blank part of my the seminar just went blank for 10 minutes. I don't know what happened there, so I'm going to omit that. And then trans-termination, which is not as scary as it sounds. It just means bringing you out of hypnosis. I've got to wake you up so you can eat lunch. So that's what we'll do. I'll just count to 3, and you'll come back out of hypnosis. Everyone on board with that? Okay, great. I've chosen confidence, but I want you to realize the technology I'm going to teach you in the 5-part hypnosis session, you're going to be able to use it yourself to lose weight, have better sex, anything you want. It's got a wide range of applications. Anything you want to reprogram in your subconscious mind, you can do by using that technique. And I realize that many people here are multimillionaires. You're already confident. You're already physically fit and healthy. At least we are after the last session. And best-selling authors. So these people are obviously not at Awesomeness Fest, by the way. They're at an alternate Awesomeness Fest. But I want you to realize that no matter who you are, no matter how much you've done, no matter how much you've accomplished, there's always the next step. There's always the next level. And let's say, for example, you are a best-selling author. What if somebody approaches you and says, hey, I want to make a screenplay out of your book? You might get butterflies. You might start to get a little nervous. And you might have to go into a meeting. We just heard about how that can be, dealing with NBC. And it can happen to any one of you at any time. There's always the next level. So no matter how great you are already and how many things you've already done, there's always the next step. So confidence is always going to be essential in what you do. So I've gotten through all the preliminaries, gotten them out of the way, and I think we're clear for takeoff. So we're going to get to the fun part now, and we're going to get to the hypnosis session. If anyone does not want to be part of the hypnosis session, I completely understand that. Now is your one and only chance to run for the door. If you do want to remain in the room and be part of the hypnosis session, understand that I've got over 25 years experience doing this. You're in good hands, and we're just going to do a session on confidence. And I invite you to make yourself relaxed and comfortable. I invite you to lie down on the floor if you want. There'll be no Kool-Aid passed out, I promise. Just relax. The reason I invite you to do that is you may get even if you're saying, nah, I don't know about this, you may get very relaxed sitting in your seat, and you may start to wobble a little bit. I don't want anyone to wobble out of their chair. So I invite you to lie down. Yes? I'm sorry? Amnesia is where I make you forget what I did, but I'm not going to do that this time. Amnesia, she asked about amnesia. Amnesia is where I scramble your conscious recollection of the session so that you don't work against it, so you don't say, wait a minute, I'm not confident. I'm not this, I'm not that. So I make you forget the session. I'm not going to do that today because I want you to remember it and tell your friends how much you love hypnosis. Okay, so we've got a little bit of time to do our hypnosis session. I got the preliminaries out of the way and cleared some space for us. If anyone has a cell phone that's on, of course, doubly make sure that it's off right now. I'll demonstrate that technique. Okay. All right, so what we're going to do is a hypnosis session, and I'm going to have you imagine yourselves on the beach. So I'd like you to close your eyes and make yourself very comfortable. And I would like you to imagine yourself on the beach. And this can be any beach you want. It can be the beach here. It can be a beach where you come from. It can be a composite of a number of beaches, just taking the best from every beach that you've ever been to. Or you can make one up in your mind. It's your beach in your mind, it's your imagination. But make it the most relaxing place you've ever been to in your life. And I want you to imagine yourself walking along the beach now. Walking along the beach, feeling the warm, soft sand on the soles of your feet. Feeling the sun overhead. And between the sun and the relaxing breeze, it is the perfect temperature. Perfect temperature to be on the beach. And you hear a few birds in the distance, and you see the beautiful blue sky. You smell that unmistakable salty sea air. This is the most relaxing place you've ever been to in your life. As you continue to walk along the beach, just continue relaxing more and more deeply. The more I talk, and the more you listen to my voice, the more you let yourself relax more and more deeply. And I'd like you now to find a safe, dry, comfortable place on the beach where you can sit. And as you sit down, you realize that the sun is about to set on the horizon at the end of a beautiful day. And in a moment, I will begin counting backwards from 10 to 1. As I do, the sun will slowly set on the horizon so that by the time I reach the number 1, the sun will have completely set and you will be completely relaxed. Starting with the number 10, the sun begins to set on the horizon. 9, down, down deeper and deeper as you relax more and more. 8, 7, down, down. 6, 5, relaxing more and more deeply. 4, 3, down, down. 2. At the count of the next number, the sun will have set completely and you will be completely relaxed. All right now. 1. The sun is set completely and you are completely relaxed on this perfect day, on your perfect beach. I'd like you now to move forward in your mind in the future to something that's coming up for you. It can be anything at all, but something about which you have lacked confidence in the past, something which has concerned you, something which has caused you some anxiety. An event in the future that's going to happen. And I want you to move forward in time now to that event. But as you do, I want you to bring with you the sense that everything is just fine. And as you settle down now into the future in that event, and you start to live through that event, I want you to see it happening and see it going smoothly. See yourself calm and confident. See yourself relaxed. See yourself being highly effective. See yourself creating the moment in the way that you choose. You take charge of that moment. You own that moment. And everything goes smoothly. You are relaxed. You are at ease. Most importantly, see it going your way. See a positive outcome in that event. You are so relaxed and at ease. You realize just how powerful you are. I want you now to make the OK sign with your right hand. I want you to touch the right tip of your index finger to the tip of your right thumb, making the OK sign with your right hand. And I want you to say to yourself, power. Do this now. Just saying it to yourself in your mind. Very good. And you can release that now. You've anchored yourself. You've installed an anchor for yourself. Anytime you feel doubt about this upcoming event, all you have to do is make the okay sign and say or think the word power. You will instantly be reminded of how well it's going to go, of how confident and powerful you are. You are an amazing, powerful, confident person. You will achieve all of your goals easily, almost effortlessly. You will be in flow from now on. Your life will run smoothly because you believe in yourself and your ability to contribute to others. Now, I'd like you to rise above that event in your mind, and as you do, take with you the knowledge of how powerful you are. I'd like you to very slowly float back now. Float back into the present and settle down into the present. And as you do, in your mind, I'd like you to look toward that future event and notice how calm you are now, how relaxed you are now as you think about it. And realize the power you have in this moment and every moment from now on in your life. The power to know that you are highly effective, the power to know that you are amazing, you are wonderful, you are beautiful, you are awesome. And you will bring that energy, that power, into everything that you do from now on. And everyone will recognize it. People will begin treating you differently from now on. They will begin respecting you more because you have that power. It's something you've always had, but now you're more in tune with it. So you're going to use it in that upcoming event and in every aspect of your life from now on. And in just a moment, you're going to return to full awakening consciousness. And when you do, you'll be wide awake, full of natural energy, ready for a wonderful weekend, a wonderful event. And you will bring with you that memory of this session and of the power and the beauty and the awesomeness that you have. All right now, coming up very slowly to the count of 3 so that by the time I reach that last number, you'll be wide awake and completely out of hypnosis. All right now, 1, coming up, feeling very good, full of natural energy. 2, beginning to move now, beginning to stir, becoming very aware of where you are, becoming very aware of your surroundings. And at the count of the next number, you will be wide awake and completely out of hypnosis. All right now, 3, eyes open, wide awake, and completely out of hypnosis. Okay. So that was, when you're ready, return to your seats. Generally, a session in my office would be about 45 minutes. We condensed it a little bit, but now you know the technology, the induction, deepening, the script, which is programming yourself, and then you just end it. And I want to, as you slowly make your way back to your seats, I want to leave you with this quote that's been very powerful and very important for me throughout my life. And the quote is this. It's from The Tin Man by the musical group America. And the quote is that Oz never did give nothing to the Tin Man that he didn't already have. And the thing I like about this quote is that you have everything you need already. You don't need hypnosis. You don't need anything. You have everything you need already inside you. But sometimes people need a gentle reminder of the power that they have. They need to be reminded, woken up, if you will, reminded how wonderful and beautiful and powerful they are. So that's where things like hypnosis come into play. That's where things like hypnosis help. So if you do find yourself in a situation in any category in your life where you need a reminder, then I encourage you to use what you've learned here today, and you can ask me questions afterwards if you want, and start applying hypnosis to your life. Thank you.